Welcome to Chisholm Trail 61. Today we're going to be doing a good old-fashioned dessert. Hey, I'm going to show you how to make cherry cheesecake hand pies out of some Grand's canned biscuits. Just a few ingredients, real simple, go together real quick. Hey, I'm going to show you how I do that coming up right now. Okay, so the first thing you're going to need for your cherry hand pies is in the can here we got this is a 21 ounce cherry pie filling, and we're just going to empty it out into this bowl right here for right now. We just want to empty it out and be sure that we get it all out of here. You can use any brand that you want to. Brand doesn't matter, just a 21 ounce cherry pie filling. I'm just going to scrape around there and be sure I get all that goodness out of it. Then we're just going to set this aside. And then in this bowl right here, we're going to put 8 ounces of softened cream cheese. That cream cheese softened, it's been sitting out. And to that, we're going to add 1 cup of just granulated white sugar. We're going to get our mixer here and we're just going to mix this up till we get it creamy. We're just going to sort of cream this. We're going to start off slow so we don't splash the sugar everywhere, but you want your make sure that your cream cheese has been softened though, because if it's not softened, then it's not going to mix good. Now starting to cream, we're going to speed it up some now. This will only take just a minute here to get it creamy. I want to show y'all what we're doing here. We're just getting it creamy is what we're doing. We just don't want no lumps in it. You can see like so. And then we're just going to set this over out the way here. We're going to set this aside. And here what we got 1 can of like the Grand's biscuits that we've had sitting out there for just a minute, letting them get, just sort of almost to room temperature, because to make them more pliable. And we're going to take on a cutting board here, and we're just going to put just a little bit of flour around, just not even enough really to talk about, just a little bit of flour there. We're going to take our biscuit here, and to start off with, we're just going to sort of do it by hand. We're just going to sort of pull it out by hand and thin it out some. It's just to get it started. You see how much pliable it is there. And then we're just going to spread it around. We're going to take our rolling pin, and we're just going to roll it out. We just want to roll it down thin. Now you can use homemade pie crust if you want to, homemade pie shell. If you want to make your own pie shell, that's fine too. I know that not everybody makes pie shells, and that's why I'm showing you this. You can use the canned biscuits. It'll work just fine for the pies. But just be sure you get the large biscuits. Now, they don't necessarily have to be brands or anything. You can use just a store brand. Just make sure that you get the big, large biscuits. I'm going to set that over to the side. Now, what we're going to do, we're going to take this, get me a couple of spoons over here. I'm just going to do one or two for y'all on camera, and then so y'all can see how we're going to do it. We're going to get us just about a tablespoon or so of our pie filling. And we're going to put it right in the middle of our pie there. I said just tablespoon and a half, something like that. And set it aside. And then we're going to get our cream cheese mixture. And we're going to get us just about a teaspoon of it. And we're probably going to have to take our thing here to get it to rake off. We're just going to put it right on top of our pie filling there. Sort of like so. And then what we want to do, we want to just pull our pie filling up, our crust up, and bring it over and press it down. Like so. Now, we want to get us a fork. And hopefully y'all can see what I'm doing here. We're going to take this fork and we're just going to crimp our pie crust down. All the way around. Just like so. I'm just going to set that right there. And I'm going to take my pizza cutter, and if you don't have a pizza cutter, don't worry about it. You don't have to do this. It's just an optional step here. I'm just going to take a pizza cutter, and I'm just going to cut these excess off of the edge there. Just to make it round and make it look a little bit better. Just like so. Get that right there. And I'm going to take this. I got me a cookie sheet here lined with the parchment paper. I'm just going to pick my pie up and I'm going to put it on my cookie sheet just like so. Now, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to do the rest of these off camera so y'all don't have to sit here and watch me do all of them. And then when I get them all on the cookie sheet, I'll bring you back and show you the next step. Okay, you can see we got our cherry cream cheese pies done there. Hold this up here where you can see sort of what they look like there. Give you a little close up of them and stuff. What they look like thus far. And what we're going to do now, in the cup here, I got about a half stick of butter that I melted in the microwave. I'm just going to brush some of that butter on them there good. And all this is going to do is just give them a little bit of extra flavor. And it'll also help with the browning of them. So just brush you some butter on them good. We got our oven preheated to 350 degrees over there. And what we're going to do, we're going to bake these it'll take probably, between 13 and 18 minutes for them to cook, depending on your oven. I don't want to give you an exact time because your oven may not cook the same as mine. My oven sometimes cooks a little slow, sometimes it cooks a little fast. So, I'm going to give you a range between 13 and 18 minutes. I would start checking them probably at about 13 minutes. I doubt they'll be ready at 13 minutes, but just in case, they're real easy and simple to fix, true enough, but you don't want to burn them up. You make them, you want to get to eat them, or at least I do. So, just start checking them at about 13 minutes, and you'll know when they're ready, because like I said, they'll start to brown and stuff there. But anyway, we're going to put these in the oven, 350 degrees, 13 to 18 minutes. When we take them out, we'll bring you back and we'll show you what they look like. Okay, we got our cherry cheesecake hand pies out of the oven, and while they're cooling, we're going to fix this up a little frosting to go on them, a little icing. What I got here in the bowl, I got 1 cup of powdered sugar. To that, I'm going to add 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract. And I'm going to add just a little bit of milk, maybe a teaspoon or a little more, and I'm going to stir that, and I'm just going to add the milk until I get it to the consistency that I want. Probably going to take about maybe 2 or 3 teaspoons of milk to get it stirred around there and get it like I want it, where I can drizzle it. You see that powdered sugar mixes up really, really quick. It may have taken 1 to 2 teaspoons for that cup of, you see, you want it like that where you can drizzle it. I'm going to set that milk over here out of the way. I'm only going to do like 4 at a time of these because you can see there's our pies there. And what I want to do, I'm just going to drizzle this frosting over them. And I got them on a cookie sheet now on a wire rack, so that the frosting, as it runs down on them, then it's gonna fall into my cookie sheet, because I don't want to get it all over my counter, which I probably will, all over my island, but you get the gist of it anyway. Don't need a whole lot, but I do want to get some on all of them. I'm going to take one of them and I'm going to cut it into it for y'all so you can see what it look like on the inside. Just a little bit there. That ought to be good on the frosting. And I'll give you a bit of a closer look here at what we're looking like there. You can see what we got there. And so now we're gonna put one on this plate. We're gonna cut it, and I'm gonna show you what the inside looks like. I'm gonna slide this back just a little bit. I'm gonna get this right here. Set that right there, and I'm gonna set this one off here. And I'm gonna cut it here and show y'all what it looks like on the inside. Man, look at that, would you? And once again, I'll zoom in here for y'all and give y'all a close-up of it. Just look at that. Does that look good or what? There it is, people. The cherry, cream cheese, and pies. Hey, if you would, give the old video a thumbs up, like, share, comment, subscribe to our channel. We appreciate all of you that do. We appreciate all of you that take the time out of your day to watch our videos. Cherry, cream cheese, and pies. We'll see you on the next one.